Hello everybody, Tesla Model 3 Performance driver here, Michael. Wanted to give you a little perspective about the BMW M3, the Tesla Model 3 Performance. I'm in that predicament where I was like, which one do I really want to have? I love them both. It just turns out that the Model 3, or the BMW M3, I had someone to take over my lease, so I was able to get this Tesla Model 3 Performance. Just took delivery of it end of September, so really excited. You know, there's been so much out there online about how people feel about these cars. Can you compare them? Can you contrast them? Try to do a little bit of that for you today. Not necessarily driving, that might be coming at a different time, but for now, let's just take a look at them here for you. You can see profile to profile, pretty comparable as far as the looks go, I feel. Of course, the M3 has more of an aggressive feel with those intakes. As you look down, a little wider on the intakes. And of course, you know, the headlights, the Angel headlights, even looking at the wheels too, you know, you got those huge calipers and rotors. BMW, obviously, you're not going to mess with the heritage of what they are, what they've done. It really is the ultimate driving performance machine. And, you know, as we're taking kind of a look at the car, of course, the wheel gap was another thing. This is the competition package that I've had. Virtually no wheel gap. In fact, almost maybe a negative wheel gap there. You know, BMW, they know what they're doing, obviously. This car, there's been some comparisons. This would beat the Tesla Model 3 on the track, certainly at the higher speeds. 0 to 60, it's a whole different ball game. You know, that Tesla Model 3 0 to 60 in about 3.2 seconds. Some people are getting 3.5 or 3.3, I guess is what Tesla's website now says. Let's come around the back, actually, and take kind of a look. It's from the aggressive standpoint. You know, you know what the BMW M3 is. If you look down there at the bottom, the dual exhausts, of course, that they've got, of course, the sound of the ICE, the internal combustion engine. You know, it's definitely a raucous feel, and of course, there's no shame in having a BMW M3. This has been an amazing lease. I've had a couple of these before that as well, too. Compared to the back of the Tesla, you know, it's a little bit more like a scalpel, a little futuristic of sorts, if you can kind of see. It doesn't have that aggressive feel. There's no doubt about it. It kind of blends in a little bit more. So comparing them both side by side, if you kind of look at them, you know, yeah, the M3 is going to look a little bit more aggressive. The Tesla's just, you know, a little more contemporary, a little more modern, kind of that wedge shape that I was talking about. Look at the top here a little bit. And again, I apologize here for the cleanliness. Didn't get a chance to wash these as fully as I'd like to. But wanted to give you a quick snapshot of this now while I had the accessibility to the camera and crew. So, of course, the glass full-line roof for the Tesla Model 3 in the premium package, you get that. Not retractable. It is, you know, treated to keep the UV rays out for you as well, too. And then, of course, the M3, I didn't have a sunroof anyway because it's the carbon fiber roof that, of course, lowers the center of gravity, give or take however many pounds, 80 pounds or so if you're looking at the retractable sunroof option. And then, you know, that's more performance-oriented. Look down here, though, at the wheel wells. This is kind of interesting. If you can kind of see, this is almost like a straight shut-off. And then, of course, the M3... it's got that aggressive kind of swoop here, which, you know, it really kind of adds to the aggressiveness of the car, the way it looks. One negative thing, of course, is because it does flare out, these fender flares so much, you get some rock chips here sometimes you got to watch out for. BMW puts a custom plastic on there, but you watch out for the chips that go above higher. Overall, these cars, both just such a blast to own. Let's go ahead and go around to the front again. And, you know, like I said, I've had the M3 for, this is an 18 competition package, had this since about December of 17, so a little while. Had some M3 and M4s at least before that. It just got lucky enough to get the Performance Model 3 here. Got a quick delivery. I'm going to go into all of that and kind of take you along on the journey of the ownership of the Tesla Model 3, but wanted to give you this perspective of these two cars here right now. And if you're thinking of the Model 3 Performance or the BMW M3, of course, you know, both cars are amazing vehicles to have, whether you're daily driving, whether you're tracking. If you track a lot, probably the M3 gets the win. Just daily driving, the instant power, the electricity this thing offers, the 0 to 60 and 3.2 of the torque, it makes you laugh. It puts a smile on your face, literally. The M3 does too in different ways, but if you haven't test driven one of these, you got to do it, and certainly give it a consideration. So that's just a quick snapshot. We're going to have more videos in the future, but wanted to give you a taste of the Model 3 Performance and a look at, of course, the benchmark, the BMW M3.